Hello, Jeff O'Lahane here, your YouTube reviewer of New Hampshire and New England brews. Welcome back for another edition here in snowy New Hampshire. A few days after we got about 8 or 9 inches of snow on the ground. And I'm standing out here in the yard. Figured it's a nice sunny day, bright blue skies. And I figured why not sample a brew outside in the yard with new snow on the ground. Ideally, I should be drinking a winter ale of some kind. I mean, that would make the most obvious sense, of course, but I have instead chosen to sample the Devil's Rooster Marzen from the Manchester Brewery, my hometown brewery here in Concord, New Hampshire. And this particular brew is a variation on the German-style Oktoberfest. A Marzen, of course, that's what it is. It's German-style Oktoberfest. But this is brewed year-round, so I guess I'm okay in that regard. So we have here this 22-ounce bomber of Devil's Rooster. There's no real description on here, or no date or anything of that nature. Sometimes they put a little date as to when it was brewed or when it's expiring, but nothing like that on here. These go for about $4 a bottle, and their brews are available in many stores around the state of New Hampshire. So since I'm doing a German-style brew, this here, the Devil's Rooster, Marzen, kind of interesting little label with the little rooster right there, of course. And the devil's horns on top of him. Thus, the Devil's Brew. Now, I'm going to use my German-style Stein for a German-style beer. How's that? Seems appropriate to me, anyway. Don't use this too often, mainly because it's so gaudy. But it is a nice-looking one. It's more of a collectible. I don't drink out of it very often. It's more of a decorative piece. But I figured this was a good occasion to try it with a German-style beer. So let's pop the top, which is a simple golden top, nothing on the label or anything of that nature. Now I don't see much in the area of smoke, but as I look down the neck of the bottle, looks like there's a really good amount of head and foam down there, getting ready to come on out. So we'll give her a pour and see how this looks. Let's see. Oh, I like the color. Yes, it's a very, very nice color. Right off the bat, and I can tell just by looking at that, this is a very nice color. And there is a lot of head on this. Now, that might be partially because I'm serving it maybe at about, I got it about 45 to 50 degrees. And I'll tell you, there's a nice little, gorgeous looking ruby red mahogany kind of brown color with a little yellow around the bottom rim, and you can see about 2 fingers of a real frothy, foamy, beige off-white sort of head. That's a really handsome looking head, I think, bubbly and just overall kind of handsome. Oops, spilled it. All right, let's give her a whiff and see what we have here. Oh, that is very nice smelling. That is a beautiful smell. It's a nice, very strong, sweet maltiness to it. A little light and toasty as well. Caramel. It's really, really got a nice malty aroma to it with a slightly hint of bitter hops in there as well. I really enjoy that aroma. Oh yes, that's really enticing. That really makes me want to take a drink out of this one today. So let's give her a sample and see. Let's give her a taste first. Give her a taste and see what... yes. Oh, that's really a luscious beer. That is a very, very pleasant beer. It has a good strong maltiness to it, a bit of bitterness with the hops, but not overpowering. The malt is really the strong aroma, which I think that's the way it's supposed to be when we're talking about Marzen. It tends to be more on the malty side. Traditionally, Marzens are brewed early in the year and ready to be served in the fall. Although in this case, as I mentioned earlier, this is a year-round brew. So this is the brewing system that they use throughout the course of a year. But definitely a nice sweet and aromatic, sweet and malty flavor to it. Real smooth, I'd say a real bold mouthfeel, but not too heavy. Mild overall, not a very strong beer. Let's try another. Yeah, that's a really nice beer. I'm going to have to give this one a very high rating. It's got a nice sweet flavor. And you can see, if you can tell, the carbonation continues to move upward a little bit. And I'm already a couple of minutes into the sampling. The head still seems to be holding on strong. So it's quite a nice nice, enjoyable beer. Again, the Devil's Rooster, Marzen, from the Manchester Brewery of Concord, New Hampshire. Highly recommended. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you again next time.